So the Lakers are cooked. They are not just cooked, they are fucked. I've said this since last year, probably. But they are even more cooked. The roster has been struggles. But they are cooked because they are reliant on a guy older than me, 37-year-old generational talent, who, let's just say, he's not Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady is, he's sort of like Tom Brady, but he's not protected like Tom Brady. And he's living off of his athleticism and his durability. But yet, all of a sudden, that durability and athleticism has fallen off of a cliff at times because he has been injured, significantly injured, 3 out of the last 4 years. He's missed over 20 games. They shut him down for the entire rest of the season when the Lakers didn't make the playoffs his first year. And you have a young superstar alongside that talent that is, I won't say soft, but isn't tough physically, doesn't like to play through bumps and bruises. And he's injury prone as well, Anthony Davis. And then you have a third star who you brought in and you thought it was an adept move because those two guys are injured a lot. And so who's going to be able to distribute and run the ball and be able to do those athletic, explosive things if one of those guys isn't on the court? Because the truth is that one of those guys is probably going to miss some time. Now it looks like both those guys are going to miss some time. And he's a safety valve, and yet he is not safe. He is legitimately an open lock, literally just waiting, just flung open. All your belongings are there to be stolen, right? And that is trouble. That is TROUBL, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble in Lakerland. I tell you what, Lakers, yikes. The latest news is this. LeBron James, like I said, he missed a significant part of last year with a high ankle sprain. He said he would never fully recover from that high ankle sprain either. By the way, he's like, I'll never be 100% again, which is just hilarious. And now he suffered a new injury in the fourth quarter of the game against the Rockets. What a shame. To get injured against the Rockets is a travesty, really, because that game meant nothing. They only won that game by 2 points, by the way. But against a bunch of guys like 23 years old and younger. Rockets are fun, but really, did you need LeBron out there? Anyway, turns out LeBron James has an abdominal strain. That is fucked up. I tell you what, that is, let's just, Dr. Krick, paging Dr. Krick, ding, ding, ding. A strain is a minor tear. A strain is a minor tear in the muscle or ligament. Oh my God, can you imagine? Just laughing, burping, any of the things that you need to do, and that shit is torn up, and he has now been out 4 games. The Lakers are saying, folks, that it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks, but that's a lie. We know that the Lakers are lying. They're basically saying it's going to be another 7 games before he's, quote-unquote, fully healthy. And now doctors are coming out, and, independent doctors, ones that are not here to peddle us lies for their team's behalf. And they are saying this could take up to 2 months for Bron to come back and fully recover, which means that Bron would be gone through January. He would miss a quarter of the NBA season. He's already missed 4 games, and Vogel just came out. If you're already concerned and you're like, okay, or you're already like, oh, is this a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Frank Vogel came out, head coach of the Lakers, and said, this is very concerning. I am very concerned. Yeah. Why should you be concerned? How concerning? Well, Dr. Tim DeFrancisco, Lakers' former head strength and conditioning coach, posted his IG the following. He explained in a post Saturday that the injury is one that can occur with the overextension of a torso combined with extreme force, like a one-handed dunk. Like you extend your arm all the way up and you slam down and then it just rips. Fuck. Can you imagine? This happened to Serena Williams with a serve as well, right? It could take time to recover 4 to 8 weeks with just a minor strain. This is what he posted on IG. This type of injury can easily develop into a more severe strain of the rectus abdominis in the classic 6-pack muscle group. The requirements are constant. The requirements of the rectus abdominis six-pack, are constant on the court. It is constant. You literally, anytime you shoot, anytime you lift up, anytime you cross over, abdominal, abdominal, abdominal. It's impossible to play basketball without that being fully healthy, or you are fucked up in the game. Fucked up in the game. It is normal, he says, to expect a 4 to 8 week recovery period of this injury if it's minor. I mean, this is fucking terrible. And why is it just as terrible as it was last year, if not more? Well, one, the Lakers were a 2 seed when LeBron James got hurt last year. And what happened? They had to play in the play-in. They literally tumbled down the standings. They looked fucking awful. And that was with a healthy Antonio. That was with a healthy Anthony Davis. And you had Kyle Kuzma. And you had KCP. And you had Alex Caruso. You had one of the best defenses in the league, basically winning games on their own, on that side of the court. And now that side of the court is a fucking sieve. They don't have that. They have nothing. They have Russell Westbrook. And are we saying Dwight Howard? No! They don't have anyone. Malik Monk, what is he going to do? You know? Like, Kent Bazemore? Like, come on now. Wesley Matthews? Taylor Horton-Tucker, who's, like, still not even playing. Trevor Ariza. Do these guys seem like guys that are going to keep the Lakers in contention to be in the outside of the top 6? I know that the West is weak, but holy fuck, this is awful. How bad could things get? I think, truthfully, this sounds, you're going to be like, oh, Trysta, you're trolling, you're doing the troll thing you do. I think the Lakers could actually miss the playoffs. I think that they could be a 10 seed, 9 seed. Listen, if LeBron James is out till January, they're already losing games while he's playing. They already look like trash when he's out there, fully explosive. Without him, they are, less than a 500 team. And you got Memphis coming up. You've got all these new exciting teams, Timberwolves coming up. They could be easily a 9 or a 10 seed and get bounced in the play-in tournament and fucking be sitting at home, and LeBron James is talking about, striving for greatness, and he's literally like doesn't have a ball in his hand for 2 months again. Like, he didn't have a ball in his hand for 2 months, fully healthy, taking time to rest, PT, etc., and he's already fucking hurt a month into the season for 25 games. This is father time. Father time is come. He has his pitchfork and his whatever the little Sharpie thing on. He got his hood on, and he's like, this is the end of your basketball career. This is it. I'm sorry. And Anthony Davis, he's already been hit with father time, and he's only 25 years old. So anyway, all of this to say, Laker fans, I'm sorry for you. I am so sorry for you, but just pack it up, go home, and lose hope. Because it's just not your year. I'm sorry to say. It's November, and it's already not your year.